Okay, this one looks like it's got a lot of stuff going on. And so it looks like that left-hand side is real tempting here. And so what I'm going to do is that, again, I'm going to rewrite. And I'm going to pick on the left-hand side here because it looks like there's more to do here. And one of the things that I want to take a look at is this business of a quadratic imposter, it looks like. And so if I look at this part right here, okay, and what can I do with that? It looks an awful lot like if I were to substitute out, let t equal sine x, I can go ahead and put t squared plus 4t, but not 4t, haha, like that, and factor it out, okay? So after I factor that out, I need two numbers that are going to multiply to 3 and add to 4, so I get t plus 3t plus 1. So that means is that when I substitute sine back in, I'm going to get sine x plus 3 sine x plus 1. So let's go ahead and slip that back in there, and I'm going to do a cheaty face method and go ooh, right there, and that is the top all factored out. Now, the cosine squared on the bottom looks like, well, what am I going to do with that thing? And I notice that I have, it's a just cosine squared by itself. I can probably get away with doing something with the Pythagorean identity. So what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do it in the shorthand, I'm going to go sine squared plus cosine squared equals 1. So if I want cosine squared all by itself, I'm going to subtract sine squared from each side, and that's going to give me cosine squared equals 1 minus sine squared. So I'm going to put that in the bottom there and go 1 minus sine squared x. And it looks like we've made some headway here. Now, what we can do with this right here is that we can use the difference of two squares to factor that thing out, okay? And if you remember the difference of two squares, if I wrote it like that, we can rewrite that as that bottom part right here, okay? And the top is going to stay the same. So what I do at this point is I try and look, because I got a lot of good stuff going on here, and I see some stuff that I might be able to cross out, and I'm thinking, okay, well, what do I want that right-hand side to look like? And I'm like, oh, you know what? This guy right here, these are the exact same thing. And so I'm going to cancel those out and rewrite the top by switching just a 3 and the sine x around, and that is going to give me what I need, I believe. So I have 3 plus sine x all over 1 minus sine x, and look at that, we got it on both sides, and so we're good to go. So that is a good kind of like a lot of different techniques mixed in with there. And best thing to do is this, we're going to get some practice and just get your hands dirty with it. Run into some barriers, but remember, if you keep all of those 4 things in mind, that it usually shakes out. You might get stuck sometimes, and that's okay. But the more exposure that you have to it, the better off you're going to be. So, thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.